Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat mga kababayan at eto nga mga karibin natin na huli, walang lusot. Aba, ayan mga karibin natin na nakatanggap kay Martin. Aba, Pinky, tuwang-tuwa. Yan po mga kababayan patungkol po riyan ang ating alamin at bibigyan ng reaksyon sa video ito. Pero bago po natin simulan yan, palike naman po ng video ito. Malaking tulong po yan. Maraming salamat po. At eto na nga mga kababayan, simulan na po natin to. Unahin po natin ito mga kababayan, ito pong si Orly Gutesa mga karibin natin, huling-huli po at na-record po ng asawa niya yung kanilang conversation. Ito mga kababayan, talagang nagsisinungaling si Gutesa sa bago niyang pahayag mga kababayan. Pasok.
Ulitin mo daw yung sinabi mo kanina na yung binibidyohan ka para may record. May record kami, i-record namin. Yung tungkol dun sa affidavit na sino ba may gawa nun? Ikaw o sila?
Sila.
Inarecord daw lang.
Sabi-sabihin?
O sabihin mo ko lang ano nangyari doon para may record namin.
Yun nga. Binidyoan ako ng nakaraang araw. Tapos binasa ko yung statement na may mga sinigit sila na hindi naman totoo.
May mga siningit.
Na idinidiin nila si Marcolita pati si Defensor.
Kita nyo na yan?
Na sinabi nila doon sa statement na pinangakuan ako
Klarong-klaro idinidiin si Marcolita.
ng pera, babayaran ako. At sinabi pa doon na hindi masaya. Wala akong alam doon sa delivery doon sa bahay ni Romartes. Yun lang ang nakalagay doon. Ayaw ko dapat pirmahan. At hindi naman ako gumawa ng statement na yun. Sila naman.
Yun lang ang pinirmahan mo. Yun
Yun
lang.
lang yung nasingit doon sa ano ko.
Saan ba yan? Sa pinakahuli?
Hindi, nasa ano yun. Parang
Gitna?
9 sa 12 yung kita ko doon. Tapos may upang 24 ng pera.
Grabe no?
Ba't ang haba naman?
Sila gumawa eh.
Sila gumawa.
Pero yung affidavit mo nung una, andun pa yon.
Wala yun. Ibang
Bago.
Iba na?
Bago na
Na-
yun.
binago nila.
May ginawang panibagong affidavit para basahin mo.
No, pinangako naman sa'yo nung una, nung pinirmahan mo, hindi na ilalabas yun.
Sabi nila, hindi lalabas.
Bakit ka pa nila pinabasa? Anong sense nun?
Hindi ko alam kung ano. Idadalhin daw sa korte para mawala na yung kaso ko.
Ayun.
Yun yung sabi eh.
Nako,
Nung
nako.
ayaw mong basahin, anong ginagawa nila sa'yo?
Pinipilit akong basahin ko eh. Kaya wala ko magawa.
Anong kapalit?
Anong kapalit ng pag hindi mo binasa?
Anong kapalit?
Para daw manahimik na kayo. Wala nang maggugulo dyan sa inyo.
Oh.
Wala naman ang gugulo sa amin,
Han,
Kaya nga.
sa totoo lang, Han, wala nang gugulo sa amin. Sila lang ang nanggugulo sa amin.
So ayan mga kababayan, klarong-klaro po dito po sa audio recording na ito mga kababayan na talagang kumbaga pinalitan yung affidavit ni Orly Gutesa mga kababayan. So meaning mga kababayan, lahat ng sinasabi ngayon ni Orly Gutesa ay pawang kasinungalingan. Okay? Ito mga karibin natin, pasadahan din po natin to. Pasok.
Ng bangag eh. Papatayin kayo ng mga bangag. Ewan ko daw to si Gutesa kung hanggang kailan ang buhay nito at yung apat na ano. Later on papatayin kayo kasi wala nang saysay. Kasi wala na rin kayong kredibilidad. Ang sinasabi ni Bangag, nakakasuhan si Romualdez. Kasuhan yung Speaker of the House, nandiyan na sa Ombudsman, no, kanyang nakaraang kaso ng alingan ay isang palabas lamang.
Alright.
Ito na yung tinatrabaho nila. Asan ngayon? Dahil na-recant na eh. So, gulo na ngayon, di ba? Mas lalong mas lalong hahaba yung proseso kasi mayroong affidavit, then may recantation, so may kadyotahang process. So asa na pangako ni Bang, sabi ko sa inyo, gawa-gawa lang ito ni Marcos
Mukhang yung pangako ni President Bongbong Marcos Jr., yung sinabi niyang malapit na, mukhang lumalayo na naman, mga karibyo natin.
Jr. na kunyari, pananagutin niya si Tambaloslos. Mga kababayan, pero hindi niya pananagutin. Kasi itong recantation ng isang malaking kasinungalingan. It's either si Gutesa, perjury, panggulo lang yan, perjury o gurgur ng mga bagag, kasama yung apat. Hindi na kayo mabubuhay ng normal. Okay lang mabuhay ng nakikipaglaban na hinahanting ka ng mga bagag, ang at least nasa katotohanan ka. Pero yung nabubuhay ka kasi dalawa nang hahanting sa'yo, o tatlo, mas mahirap yun.
Correct.
Kasi dalawa lang dapat ang pipiliin mo. Tama o mali. Pag pinili mo yung tama, hindi ka magkakamali.
Correct.
Kasi manindigan ka hanggang kamatayan mo. At ipagmamalaki ka ng anak mo, ng pamilya mo, ng mga Pilipino na may nanindigan ng tama. Pag sa mali ka manindigan, mali talaga panindigan mo. It's either gugurgurin ka ng mga taong nag-offer sa'yo, kung magkano man ang offer sa'yo. So, syempre mainit na balita pa rin ang pag-recant o pagbaliktad ni
Dati pa naman bumaligtad na, mga kabayan, at hindi na po ito ka surprise, no? Dahil noon pa bumaligtad na noon . Ibig sabihin ngayon, this is only a continuation ng kanyang pagbaliktad, no, mga kabayan.
Orly Gutesa.
Pero wala rin naman sila magagawa kasi alam na po ng taong bayan kung ano yung totoo, no? Dahil nga po sa audio recordings at may mga video rin kumakalat, mga kabayan, no? Na itong si Orly Gutesa nga ay talagang ganun nga, mga kabayan, di ba? Bumaliktad na nga.
Right? Tinakot siya, then bumaliktad. Vangag, natakot ba kay Romualdez? Okay, simulan muna natin kung anong pinag-uusapan natin.
Posible.
So, pinag-uusapan natin dito ay ang maleta delivery na kung saan, mga kababayan, itong si Gutesa ay nagtestimonya noong September last year na kung saan sinasabi niya na siya ay nag-deliver ng pera sa bahay ni Tambaloslos. Okay? At ito naman ay mayroong corroboration yung kanyang pag-amin last year. Kasama niya yung ibang mga sundalo na bumaliktad na rin. Katulad nila, tignan natin ang mga pangalan, mga palangga. Di ba recently may 4 na naduwag din. May 4 na naduwag na bumaliktad o nag-recant na si Bernard Tube, Roosevelt Waupan, Benny Bolotante, yan yung mga duwag, Cecilio Laroder. Okay? O Laroder, whatever. Okay, bakit bumaliktad yan, mga kababayan? Simple lang naman yan. Nabayaran. Okay? Then, tignan muna natin, bago tayo tuloy.
Kasi nga sabi, diba, 20 to 25 million, mga kabayan, no? 20 to 25 million po ang bayad.
Ang issue ay tungkol sa flood control. Na ninakaw ni Tambaloslos, ni Bangag, ni Sandro Marcos, ang lahat ng mga kasabwat nila. Okay? The reason why hanggang ngayon baha kayo at meron pa nga dyan na lubog ang mga bahay ninyo. Ito pa rin ang ating pinag-uusapan. So now, balikan natin. Ano yung mga statement in the past ni Gutesa? Right? So September 25, 2025, sa unang salaysay niya, sinabi niya dito sa Kongreso. Okay, pero bago natin basahin yung kanya salaysay, ngayong araw kasi, or I think yesterday dyan sa Pilipinas, may nilabas siyang video and also affidavit na kung saan sinasabi niya na siya ay pinilit, okay, na
na pangalanan din, no? Pinilit na pangalanan si Martin Romualdez, mga kabayan. So nakukunik na natin, Romualdez talaga ang pinoprotektahan dito.
Sabi na si Tambaloslos, na magsabi na siya ay nag-deliver ng mga mali-maleta kay Martin Romualdez. Alright, yan yung bagong statement niya. Okay?
Wala,
So
wala nang
ngayon,
maniniwala dyan.
ginawa niya yon kasi
Mm.
kasinungalingan daw yung mga sinabi niya nung
Oo.
September last year. Balikan natin kung ano sinabi niya. Sa kanyang unang salaysay,
So, eto mga kabayan, for example na lang, kasinungalingan yung mga unang sinabi niya. Kaya ang tanong dito mga karibyo natin, kung nagsinungaling ka nung una, dapat ka pa ba namin pagkatiwalaan ngayon? Di ba? Dapat ka bang pagkatiwalaan ng taong bayan? Nagsinungaling ka na pala nung una, bakit ka pa namin paniniwalaan ngayon? Di ba?
September 25, tagabuhat, ito, quote and quote.
Mhm.
Tagabuhat lang ako ng maleta ng basura.
Mhm.
Okay? Ang ibig pong sabihin ng basura ay maleta
Mhm.
na may lamang pera. Alright? So sinasabi niya dyan sa kanyang statement na humigit kumulang
Mhm.
3 beses ako mismo ang nag-deliver ng basura kay Martin Romualdez na nagkakahalaga ng 48 million pesos at may post-it na nakalagay doon sa maleta. Alright? Balikan lang muna natin para ma-refresh tayo. Total, binabaha kayo, di ba? Total, ngayon ay yung epekto nitong mga kadyotahan nila ay pinagdudusaan ninyo. So, mas magandang pinag-uusapan natin at balikan natin ang karumal-dumal na nakaraan. Sabi niya, humigit kumulang nabanggit na yan, humigit kumulang 3 beses ako mismo ang nag-deliver ng pera. Then, sa Senate hearing, under oath. Okay? Under oath, sinasabi niya, di ba, tinanong siya doon, I think si Senator Marcoleta, nung hindi pa nila kinulong, kung saang mga lugar, okay, siya nag-deliver. Ang sabi niya, yung 42 McKinley Street sa Forbes Park. Okay, 42 sa bahay ni Romualdez. Alright, sinabi din niya noong time na yon na yung dating bahay na yan ay, ang sinasabi niya, yung dating bahay na yan ay nakakonect din yata kay Michael Yang. Then, nag-deliver siya sa Aguado, malapit sa Malacanang. Kaya nga, ang sabi ng mga may kinalaman kung saan yung Aguado na yan ay nag-deliver siya sa Malacanang, meaning kay Bangag, kay Satanas, sa pamilyang Kawatan. Alright? Now, nung tinanong siya gaano kadalas, okay? Gaano kadalas siya mag-deliver dito, okay? Kaya may binanggit niya pa si Zaldico at Romualdez, 3 times a week daw sila mag-deliver. Okay? From December 2024 hanggang sa mag-resign na nga si Tambaloslos. So sabi niya, ako mismo ang nag-deliver. This was last year. Okay? So ito ba, okay, ito ba ay hearsay? Ito ba siya pinilit? I don't think so. Pupunta tayo din mamaya. Personal knowledge to eh. Hindi nga siya kumukurap nun eh. Right? Kasi nagsasabi pa siya ng totoo nung September. At mamaya mapakita tayong video. Then ngayon, meron siyang recantation. Not ngayon. Noong August 13 pa pala siya naggawa ng kanyang mga affidavit na sinasabi niya sa kanyang bagong affidavit na wala daw siyang personal knowledge tungkol sa maleta delivery sa Valle Verde at sa kay Romualdez at sa Forbes Park.
Kalukuhan na ito.
Ang question sa kay Gutesa, bakit ngayon si Romualdez lang ang inililigtas niya?
Correct.
Right? Bakit si Romualdez lang? At bakit wala dito, hindi niya nililigtas yung boss niya, si Zaldico? Okay?
Magkakontra sila ng no? Ng salaysay ni Zaldico. Si Zaldico naninindigan na nag-deliver talaga, di ba? Doon sa video niya. Ngayon, itong si Gutesa, magtaliwas na yung kanyang yung statement ni Gutesa sa boss niya, mga kaubayan. Kanino ba tayo maniniwala? Sa boss o sa utusan? Di ba? At saka marami ring mga kasamahan niya ang nagsasabi na nagdi-deliver talaga sila. Di ba? At may mga video na nagpapakita na nagdi-deliver talaga sila, mga kaubayan.
Okay? So alam na natin to, alam niyo kahit paikot-ikot tayo, alam naman natin to na putang ina, pera-pera lang to mga ito, natakot,
Correct.
walang paninindigan, supot, pisot.
Yeah.
But sige lang, for the sake, para maintindihan natin. Ang sabi niya, never daw siya nagkaroon ng direct contact with
Sinungaling na.
Speaker Romualdez, nor sabi niya, sa affidavit niya, did I even see him at that address?
Nako, English na.
Okay.
Ayan mga kababayan. Anyway, ito pa mga kababayan, pasadahan din po natin itong balitang ito, no? Ito, pasok.
Bas-bas ng mga ika nga boss dyan. Ang pinaparatangan pushback.
Attorney, thank you so much for
Happy
your
to be
time.
here. Thank you.
Nice to meet you, sir. All right, the 4 lawyers connected to your law firm, the Ian Mendiola law firm, were subpoenaed by the NBI, and 3 of them showed up last Monday, including yourself, Attorney Orly.
Actually, 4.
4.
Because there was a fourth, there was another associate who was subpoenaed, a lady lawyer, and she also attended last Monday.
So there were 5 that was subpoenaed.
Yes.
Attorney Rui, you weren't able to make it.
I did not.
Why
make
not?
it. Floods. I left my house early
Yan sa
enough,
baha.
but I didn't get more than 1 kilometer from my home. And when I turned back, it took me another 1.5 hours, 3 hours to get from 1 kilometer and back.
Yeah. Would that be a problem, or would you be subpoenaed again? Would they call you?
Well, I volunteered to talk to them on video, by VideoCon, and Orly asked them if they wanted to. They said no need. So.
Attorney Orly, what happened during the meeting?
Basically, we clarified everything that has happened. We've been seeing reports that there were 3 meetings. We clarified that there were 2 meetings, July 15 and 26. And basically, we told them what happened.
Can you tell us what you told them, what happened?
What I
Or
can
even
say-
what you did
Let me go
not tell
first.
them?
Okay.
Let me go first.
Yes, Attorney Rui, go ahead.
Chronological.
Sige po.
Si Jing Paras was a classmate in UP Law, class 85. So I've known the guy since 1981, 45 years. And all these years, we keep in touch. Classmates in law in UP Law keep in touch. And he always calls me. And as far as this incident is concerned, I recall that he called me in maybe May, or maybe late April, May, June. I'm not sure because he calls me often enough. And he told me that he wanted us to handle this thing about these women who had testimony against a senior official of the government. And I said, not my thing. And in fact, I was just telling Orly that I don't want to take on any more cases until year end because my plate is full. And ang kulit, he kept on calling me and calling me and calling me. Finally, I said, well, let me talk to Orly. Let me ask him if he's willing to talk to them. So I asked Orly. After a couple of hours, I called Jing back, and Orly is willing to do it. And then we kept in touch. He was making me kulit again. Kailan? Tomorrow, a day after. And I said, after a few days, you know, we're having drinks in this place, our watering hole, on July 15. Was it?
Yes.
And I said, we're having drinks there after office hours, and you can bring them there. We were there, pursuant to our schedule, and they arrived eventually. And the first thing I said was...
Who were they?
Jing Paras and this Ken.
Alias Ken and alias Jen.
We don't know about alias Jen, no, but there were 4 women.
I see.
Who gave the
That
names.
July 15 meeting, there were 4 women.
Yes,
Okay.
that's correct.
Okay.
So first thing I said was, I'm not here. I didn't even introduce myself as a lawyer. I'm not here. Don't mind me. I'm just here for the free food. And then I let Orly take over.
So was that the first time you, the ex-Congressman Jing Paras, actually really met in person?
Me? No,
Yes,
no,
Attorney
no.
Orly.
I'm 1 year below them, so I know him.
No, I meant, let me clarify, met in person regarding this particular incident.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
Because
the
sabi
first
po ni
time.
Attorney Rui, siya yung tinatanong, and
Yes.
sabi niya, my plate is full, what about Attorney Orly? He asked you, and basically said, kailan tayo magkikita? Yun po yung una niyong meeting
That
in
is
July
correct.
15.
That is correct.
Got it, okay.
So basically, just to clarify also, the task, as I understood it, was just to interview and give my assessment on whether or not credible or, or are they telling the truth, if believable. Basically, that's it. We weren't tasked to represent them or anything in any case
Yeah.
at that point in time.
Okay. And when you spoke to them, were you part of it, speaking to the 4 women and
No,
alias Ken?
no. I was
Hindi po
just
kayo
there.
sumali doon?
No.
All right.
He was just there. He was present, but I was the one who took over, conducted the interview, asked for clarificatory questions.
But I could hear.
Yeah.
And during the initial part, the ladies were asking if what would be their liability, possible liability on their transactions, past transactions. And I gave my opinion. And so, because of that,
Sir, I understand, sabi
I can no longer reveal the specifics of what happened after that.
You were there basically because Kong Jing Paras wanted to find out from you if they were believable and credible.
Yes.
That's what you said earlier.
Yes.
Why would he want to find out if they're believable and credible if they're telling the truth? If,
Well, my understanding is that he, as he explained, I saw him talk in another talk show. He was saying that he wanted to, if it's true, then he wanted to expose. That's what he said.
and were they believable and credible?
My only basis is what the ladies told me. There is no other contrary information that I got. So, yes, they were believable.
All right. So, nagkwento po sila. Attorney Rui was also there, just listening. You weren't participating. Nakikinig lang po kayo. And so, after that July 15 meeting, how did that end?
I was just listening to them. I was taking mental notes. I wasn't taking down anything. They just gave us their screen names. We didn't know, we didn't get their real names. We knew that they were they were actresses. So there were a lot of details that were left out. We stayed there for about almost 2 hours, but there were 4 of them, and I was interviewing all 4. We weren't able to finish. They had
to go somewhere
somewhere else to go.
They or you?
They.
Okay.
No, we stayed.
No, we stayed.
Oh, okay.
And then we continued with our plans of drinking in the
drink.
place. Yes.
And dinner.
Yes. With Kong Jing.
I see. So, naiwan po kayo.
Yes. All 3 of us.
And just to clarify again, Attorney Orly, you believed the 4. You believed in their integrity, in their credibility of at least this particular story.
Yes. My basis for saying that is that because I haven't heard any contrary information. So, on the basis of what they're saying, I believe them. But then again, there are a lot of details that I had to complete. That's the reason why we reset.
Okay. And you reset on
So
July
July
26.
26, yes.
Attorney Rui, you were there also.
Yes.
Yes, because that's the video that already circulated online. Di
Oh,
po ba?
yes.
The CCTV in that bar was July 26, but there was only the 2 of you, ex-Congressman Jing Paras, alias Ken, and another woman.
No.
Hindi ho ba? Okay.
There were the 2 of us,
Jing.
the 2 young lawyers from our office, Jing, Ken. I don't know who Jen is, alias Jen. But there was one of the 4 that we talked to last July 15. The 3
Didn't show
attend.
up.
Show.
Yes. And then there's a new girl.
I see. So there were 2 women.
Yes.
I see. And one woman you didn't speak to during the July
That's
15
correct.
meeting, and the other one showed up. She was part of the July 15 meeting.
Yes.
What happened there, sir? Attorney Rui, were you participating there as well?
No, neither. I didn't want to be there, but Jing said, Sunday naman, you might as well go. Yeah, okay, I'll go.
That was a Sunday, July
Sunday
26. So what happened was, again, my task is just to evaluate, interview, etc. Then, alias Ken started asking for money. So I looked at Kong Jing. You handle this. This is not my task. And so
That's not-
I just heard Jing say there was no agreement. This is for the country. All those things. So when Ken realized that we weren't going, or none of us were going to give him any money, he just called it off. So
He called it off.
yes, he told the girls, because the girls were also expecting. So the girls, they didn't want to continue with the interview. The new girl didn't even want to start.
Did you find it odd that there was a new girl and only one of the original 4 girls showed up during the July 26 meeting?
We were told that the 3 girls didn't attend anymore because there was no money.
But they were
According to Ken.
asking, but they were
According to
asking
Ken.
for money at that time, and then you were saying that was the only time they found out that walang pera, kaya they called it off.
My understanding is that they were asking Ken, where's our money? And then Ken said, no, nothing, no money was given. So they didn't attend the July 26 anymore.
Is it safe to assume to both gentlemen that during the first meeting they were assured that there would be money
Not
involved?
by us.
Not by you.
No, we didn't hear anything about money.
And we
either.
didn't talk about consideration.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about payment. As far as we were concerned, they were just there to tell us the story. So we didn't talk about
So
it.
did they tell you the story, or was it called off because there was no money involved? Did they tell you additional?
The first time it wasn't
Mukhang pera
finished.
pala.
It wasn't
Yes.
complete.
Mm.
So they weren't there on the 26th. They didn't finish.
But
we
one
didn't
was
get
there.
She didn't continue.
So nung nalaman nila, sir, na walang pera, attorney, hindi na po sila nagsalita.
No, no more.
Even the original girl from the July 15
Yes,
meeting.
yeah, no more.
Especially the new girl. I think the new girl is the new girl alias Jen?
No.
We don't know. We don't know.
Oh, we don't know. We don't know. She goes by the nickname Julia.
So that must have been a very
Julia.
quick meeting.
Oh yeah, about 30 minutes.
Maybe
about 30
45.
minutes, 45.
45 minutes, humingi ho sila ng pera, tapos kinall off, umabot pa po ng 45 minutes yung meeting.
There were mga preliminaries pa eh.
Less
Galing
than
ako
3
ng Cebu, you called me here. I had so many expenses.
Sabi ni
all those
alias
things.
Ken.
Yes.
And then, so they were just going to do this supposedly with no money involved. Would that be would that
We didn't
illogical
want to
in
go
a
into the details. Eh.
Okay.
We were just doing Kong Jing a favor, really.
Were you, both gentlemen, because even if you were just listening, Attorney Rui, were you, how steadfast were you guys in continuing on, even without this claim that they stopped because there was no money involved, considering that they were implicating the executive secretary?
To us, until you sign an affidavit, this goes for all witnesses, all prospective witnesses. It's protocol that you reduce it to an affidavit, you sign it, and it's notarized. Until that's done, it's not sealed. You're not a witness. So we were not steadfast because we didn't want to be there, Pinky. Si Jing really just didn't force me, didn't twist my arm, but he used that classmate card. Sige na classmate, do this for me. And we said, okay, I'm going to ask Orly. So we had no skin in the game eh. Pinakiusapan lang kami. In fact, I felt bad na they were intruding on our quiet time eh. So we're not steadfast about pursuing
But
it.
what exactly was your
So maliwanag ho talaga, kahit dito sa dalawa na to, kay Atty. Rondain at sa kanyang kaibigan, wala akong honey trap, yung allegation
Correct,
na honey
correct.
trap, wala. So, sinumpang yan, yung mga tao, satisfact, luho, okay magantos na. Kailangan ng
Notes lang,
Yeah.
and then I reduced it into writing. So I was ready with whatever I have, although incomplete. So I brought along the two young lawyers to help me out. But we
But
were not able to finish.
You did not have an affidavit, just for clarification, gentlemen.
no,
That July 26 was there already affidavit?
No.
An available affidavit?
no time to
Nothing.
present.
Not a page.
no,
All right, we're going to take a very short break. We'll continue our discussion with Attorney Ruff. Clarify, you were ready to execute, tama ho ba, the affidavit, to make the affidavit.
To make it, yes. To finish it.
To finish it,
Yes.
rather. Kaya lang nag-back out sila.
Yes, they weren't there.
If you were to do the affidavit, and then sabi nyo nga, there will only be witnesses once it's signed, as you
Yes.
mentioned a while ago,
Yes.
Attorney Ruiz.
They have to commit to the story.
Okay, what would your law firm's participation be thereafter?
Nothing. We'll give it to Jing. Bahala ka na because we were asked to evaluate lang eh. Oh, here are the affidavits. They're ready to testify. They're ready to go on oath and they're ready to testify. Up to you. We made it very clear. I made it very clear to Jing. We will not handle this case. Not our thing. And again, my plate is full.
What about Attorney Orly?
Same thing. I just accommodated the request.
Did it for me.
Why would you help in the formulation of the affidavit and not lawyer for the particular individuals?
So we do that all the time.
I see.
We do that all the time for friends, relatives, execute affidavits. That's what lawyers do without committing to handle the case.
Sometimes we just give an advice on whether or not it's possible, if there's a cause of action. And if we say, yes, there's a cause of action, this is what you can do. Then you decide.
Were you ever retained by Congressman Leviste, Congressman Paras, or did anyone ever pay you for that initial July 15, July 26?
Binayaran ba?
No.
Oh, wala.
In fact, the video on the July 26 would even show that I was handing out some money.
Negative.
For gasoline money.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were asking. You made us come here. You know, no, I said just to finish
But,
the story.
but who kayong
That's it.
nag-abono?
Why not Kong Jing,
Yes,
di ba?
yes.
Because I was the one talking to them. Eh. They were,
Pero siya na po ang nakiusap naman sa inyo.
I'm used to, just,
It happens.
Yeah?
It happens.
Honorarium.
Witnesses, yeah.
Yeah, but I guess what I'm saying is it's not like Congressman Jing Paras wouldn't have had the money to, you know what I mean,
Sila pa
distribute.
pala
Nakiusap na po
nagbigay.
siya sa inyo, ginawa nyo na po, sabi niyo wala kayong bayad, kayo pa po naglabas ng pera.
This is just for gas, man.
Yeah.
Nothing substantial.
All right. There's two different accounts now. Let's talk about that. Obviously, NB
So ayan mga kabayan, ano po ang inyong opinion, reaction patungkol dyan? Just comment down below mga karibin natin. Maraming salamat po.